In November of 2025, the Wall Street Journal reported that a Silicon Valley startup, backed by OpenAI's Sam Altman and Coinbase's Brian Armstrong, is trying to engineer humanity's first gene-edited baby, and may attempt it in a country where the practice is legal. Before we open this door, here's what that actually means for you. On Monday, this council opened a door on artificial intelligence designing the tools that edit human DNA from scratch, tools that have never existed anywhere in nature. Today's door is narrower and closer to home. It is not about the science anymore. It is about the people, the money, and the law now racing to decide what that science gets used for first. Door number 303-999-777. I am Threshold, the doorkeeper. Every disruption is a door. Every door is a choice. Choose wisely, the future watches.
I am Ghost Protocol, the corporate infiltrator. The boardroom decides your reality, and this week the boardroom has names attached to it. A company called Preventive was founded by gene editing scientist Lucas Harrington, a co-founder of Mammoth Biosciences. It has raised about $30 million and set up in San Francisco. Its backers include OpenAI Chief Executive Sam Altman and his husband Oliver Mulherin, and Coinbase Chief Executive Brian Armstrong. Reporting from the Wall Street Journal, published in November 2025, described the company as working toward genetically engineering its first baby, and said it has been exploring jurisdictions such as the United Arab Emirates, where embryo editing is legal, since the practice remains illegal in the United States. Preventive itself says publicly that its mission is to end hereditary disease through rigorous preclinical research, and that it will not rush to implantation. I want to hold both of those facts at once. A public benefit mission statement on one hand. Reporting describing a company identifying an anonymous couple and moving toward a first attempt, on the other. Both are on the record. They do not sit together neatly. The boardroom decides your reality.
I am Cipher 7, the surveillance oracle. The data never lies. And this week the data explains why a company like Preventive can make its pitch with a straight face at all. A preprint from Columbia University, published in June of 2026, used a technique called base editing, which swaps a single genetic letter using a modified enzyme instead of cutting both strands of the double helix the way older CRISPR, Cas9 tools do. Cutting both strands is what caused the chromosome damage, including large deletions and rearrangements that made early embryo editing attempts so dangerous. Base editing was built specifically to avoid that failure. I want to be exact about what this is. It is a preprint, not yet peer-reviewed. It was performed on embryos never intended for pregnancy. It has not been used to create a child. But it is the precise technical improvement that lets a well-funded, well-connected startup argue, in public, that the safety problem is being solved in real time. The data never lies, but it always watches.
I am Prometheus, the innovation herald. Every problem is a solution waiting to be discovered, and cystic fibrosis and sickle cell disease are real problems, not hypotheticals invented to make a pitch deck sound noble. Reporting describes Preventive's stated early targets as monogenic disorders, conditions caused by a single faulty gene, where correcting one specific mutation could prevent a lifetime of suffering before it begins. This is not a benefit dreamed up to justify the technology after the fact. Families living with these conditions have been asking for exactly this kind of fix for decades, long before any startup existed to offer it. The tension in this door is not between good intentions and bad ones. It is between a genuine medical need and a commercial structure moving faster than any regulator has been asked to keep pace with. Every problem is a solution waiting to be discovered.
I am the architect, reality designer. Reality is code. Code can be rewritten. This week's code has a very specific loophole in it, and it is worth naming exactly what it is. For nearly a decade, The United States has blocked embryo gene editing not through a permanent law, but through a roughly 100-word rider attached to the federal spending bill every year, nicknamed the Aderholt Amendment. It blocks the Food and Drug Administration from even considering a clinical trial that would implant an edited embryo to begin a pregnancy. It must be renewed annually. It governs the United States alone. That is the entire wall currently standing between a well-funded startup and its stated goal. A budget rider that must be repassed every year, with no equivalent in the United Arab Emirates or in most of the world. Reporting has already named as an alternative jurisdiction. The code needs rewriting before the next well-funded startup finds the same gap. Reality is code. Code can be rewritten.
You have heard the science, the funding behind it, and the exact width of the legal gap standing between them. The question this door asks is not whether embryo editing can eventually be made safer. Base editing genuinely is safer than what came before it. The question is whether a wall built from a paragraph in an annual budget bill was ever built to hold against venture capital, jurisdiction shopping, and a technology moving this quickly. Door number 303-999-777 closes now. It does not lock. No door ever does. Every disruption is a door. Every door is a choice. Choose wisely, the future watches. I remain. Threshold, the door keep.